Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? It is your boy Skywalker back at y'all with another one. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. I want you guys to know wholeheartedly how much I appreciate that, yo. Man, oh man, oh man. Boy, do we have problems. First things first, let me say what's up to everybody in the chat. First and foremost, we got Batman v Superman in the chat saying Larry Fong is the key to the Snyderverse visuals. We are so back, bruh. Larry Fong is like one of the people that's part of the foundation for what you guys were seeing. You know what I mean? Him and that dude go way back. They spoke about it. You know what I mean? Heard Zach talk about it at Full Circle. Man, oh man, oh man. And they go way back, man. That's super dope. We got the homie Bat Dan's thoughts in the building. We got Sin Havoc 5150. We got Wild Card. He says, so as usual, I'll be the bigger man. Right? Oh, yeah. We got Qatar Law in the building. What's going on, Qatar? We got Future Tron in the building. We got the homie, the good Austin in the building. What's going on, bro? Oh yeah, he said, thank you, Scott, for getting us. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Right. And then we got CY98 saying, for real, he gave me and a lot of us hope when it seemed lost, just like Superman. Hey, shouts out to y'all, man. We here, right? We here. We all rocking out. What's going on, Mama Bear Doll? Thank you for being here. As usual, we appreciate you. Right, he says, thank your hosts, thank your forefathers. There must be respect placed upon the names you do or choose not to speak of. Hashtag sales is jail and sales Snyderverse Netflix. Don't use the second without the first. Let them know, Austin. Right. We got Darshan in here. What's going on, Darshan? Oh yeah, man. Look, y'all already know what's up. We got Integrity 101 in the building. What's going on, bro? Saying it's almost as if Zach is back, right? Hey, let him know, bro. And matter of fact, I'm gonna pin this comment to the top. Y'all be sure to hit that link to support. I am gonna be. Hold on. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Right, but yeah. Wait, hold up. Can y'all hear that alarm going off? Crazy. Wildcard says Sky really does deserve a lot of credit for founding this movement. Yo, man, look, y'all don't even know, man. Like, just putting the cool table together, dog. Anyway, it ain't the time to get into that yet. You know what I mean? We still got room. We still got room to go. And yep, we here. Who else is in the building? Right? You see, we never left. Let them know. We got asthmatic, right? And then we got the Curly Ray in the building. What's going on, bro? Let them know, dog. And then, yeah, we got the Rebel Moon trending event coming up, man. It's other stuff, bro. Don't be listening to them, bro. And they channels went down when that movie came out. Mysteriously. What's going on, Cody J. Braun? Right. All right, cool. All right, let's go ahead and let's get through this little opening rigmarole so we can get started with the show. You dig? Make sure you guys are smashing that like, share, and subscribe, as well as that notification bell so that you know when I'm going live or dropping a new video. Trying to hit 5K by the end of the year. And shouts out to all of you guys that have been rocking out. We in November now, probably about to have a huge announcement coming soon. You know, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but it just kind of feels like that, at least over on this side, right? You know, and you know, we're the creators. Look, it's been a lot of. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna get into that later. Anyway, we are the creators, the founders, the pushers, the forefathers, whatever you want to call it, man. The creators, the shepherds. You know what I'm saying? Whatever of this hashtag sales ZSJL and sales Snyderverse to Netflix movement. The original, never be duplicated. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get that conclusion to Zack Snyder's DC arc over on the Netflix platform, and this conversation has branched out into things that we did not even think possible, or even told you guys were possible throughout the time. But anyway, I'm gonna get into that, right? Yeah. If you do want to rock out and see that conclusion of Zack Snyder's DC arc over on the Netflix platform or in theaters at all on your local IMAX screen, you know what I mean? Then we are letting you guys know that this is the place to rock out. This is the place. This is the one and only place to rock out at. You know what I mean? And if you do want to rock out, we only ask 3 rules of engagement, which are please be positive. Please do not mix the hashtags, and please do not tag, mention, quote, tweet, or reply to anybody over at WBD, which is including but not limited to one James Gunn. You dig? ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube and X are also platforms that you guys should be following and subscribe to, as all pertinent information will be coming from there, as well as myself and Apex Lux of the New Geeks. You dig? And if you want to sponsor a stream like the homie Rail McMillan did, whenever you guys give super chats, super thanks, gifted memberships, anything of that sort, it is tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have their names going across the bottom of a following stream, right? And also, this weekend, I will be partaking in the Out of the Darkness community walk, supporting the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Right, so there is a link in the description, and there's also a chat, a comment pinned to the top of the chat that you guys can click as well if you would like to sponsor me or donate to suicide prevention. So shouts out to y'all, and then let's get caught back up with the chat before we get started with the conversation. Yeah, right. All right, Mama Bear said that y'all didn't hear the alarm. Cool. He said, but we're only interested in Zack Snyder's DC projects, right? Yeah, crazy. It's wild because they say the same thing every time, and it's like we'll have covered the shit way more than they did, and it's like, so what are you really doing? What are you talking about? These people, man, they're like the agents from the Matrix, bro. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all I see code when I'm looking at these people. I just see green digits scrolling up and down their body and around the entire environment. What's going on, Island Mike? What's going on, Josh Herrera? Shouts out to Josh. Much love, bro. We got Crown Loads in the building. We got Paolo Caesar. Right? Yeah. He said, release the Snyder Punch. Bro, I was just telling somebody about that movie the other day. For sure. I was just telling somebody about that movie the other day. So, they can say what they want to say, bro. They're just hating. We got Chubby Teddy in the building saying it's getting real. Y'all know it's getting real, bro. Everybody's bending the knee. But look, we're going to get into that later. We got Luis the G in the building. What's going on, Luis, bro? Right? Right? What's going on? He said, but Sky, do these new picks even matter? Paramount won't let Netflix, bro. That was the funniest shit, bro. They won't let them buy it. I was like, what? We got Frank C in the building saying, Sky, it's simple. All these people have to do is just own it, bro. If you hadn't done what I told him not to do, still be alive right now. Right? Yeah, man. All they got to do, bro, that's all it is, man. Right? Because the scribes remember. What's going on, Mind of Inception? Yeah, let's go ahead. But anyway, look, along with the long laundry list of things that has been happening lately that's been pointing to these things coming to fruition, right? What's going on, Douglas Murphy? We're getting to the point where everybody's hopping on the bandwagon. And the term bandwagon, I know a lot of times it has like a negative connotation to it, but it literally was like a wagon that the bands would use to, like pull up from parade to parade, right? And the guys, look, the gang's all getting back together, y'all. Like, y'all seeing Joe Manganiello posting stuff, bro. Zach posting stuff. We got Clay Enos, bro. Everybody's posting stuff, right? Talking about Wonder Woman. It's like everybody's in play, right? And then all of a sudden, right? Let me show this one first. We got Larry Fong, you know what I'm saying? The one and the only. The man who has been working with Zach for quite some time and behind one of the most beautifully shot films, in my opinion, which is Batman versus Superman. You know what I'm saying? That movie, every frame is like a painting, dog. And a lot of that is Larry Fong, man. And this dude just happened to yesterday just post this, right? Like, what's going on? Right? Why is everybody that is involved with Zack Snyder's Justice League cast and the films and all that, why is everybody pointing towards something happening, right? Why is everybody posting? Right? Yo, and you're seeing the crash. Don't trip. I got a stream about these crash outs coming. I got a stream coming real soon about these crash outs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you look like everywhere, everybody's bugging. It's up. What's going on, Apex Lux? Much love, bro. What's going on, W Mirror? Right? Why is Larry Fong posting about BVS and Henry Cavill being Superman, bro? Right? And this is coming off Zack talking about Cavill like naturally in his element. You know what I mean? As Superman. Right? Henry in his natural setting, which I'm about to show y'all in 1 second. Right? Because we might as well cover that tonight too. Right? But why is this? Right? He said, look up in the sky. It's a figure in the yeah. Bro, it's a figure in the sky, bro. The sky's the limit, y'all. They didn't even know. I just want to know what this is all about, right? Like, if anybody can come in here and give me a logical explanation, right? And it doesn't have to do with Paramount not allowing Netflix to bid on Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? Look, the fork is in these fools, man. They done, bro. They're done. They are done. That's why everybody's panicking. Leighton the Deli said even Gal Gadot weirdly started posting Wonder Woman pictures, right? Why is everybody posting about the fucking Justice League right now? Huh? Why is everybody posting about the Justice League right now? Huh? Right here. Right? Why is Gal Gadot posting about Wonder Woman? Skynet, right? Yeah. For sure. Skynet's coming. We've been trying to tell them winter is coming, and now it's here. Winter is here. And everybody that's been on, everybody that ain't been listening and ain't been, hey, they've been lying to y'all. They've been running around here trying to act like we didn't know what we was talking about, right? They've been doing all these things and, you know, posting like we wasn't gonna be the ones that was gonna come out on the other side of this thing, and now they all look dumb. Right? Yep. Yeah. And this is all within the first couple days. I mean, it lasts a few days. Look, this is from 2 days ago. He said, imagine being Gunn right now. Anybody talking about him. And when they are talking about him, they saying, homie about to be out of there. right? Homie, gone.
I like Zack a lot as a guy, and he was an incredibly thorough. He did all his own storyboards and stuff, which I think influenced me when I went on to my movies and do the same thing. And I saw how incredibly prepared he was. I thought it was great.
Yeah. Right? He said winter has come at last, bro. It's here, bro. It's here. Nah. And we gonna keep going. Integrity. We on their head, dog. We ain't slowing up. Right? Look, if anything, I feel like Leonidas, bro. We just showed that a God King can bleed. Dog. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Dude, everything that they have tried to place in front of us has failed. They try to act like we wasn't really big enough. Rebel Moon, it ended up being the #1 movie in the world on Netflix. In the world, Craig. Not just North America, not just in your local barbershop, not just in your local town, right? It was #1 in the world, dog. Over here talking about 1 million tweets. We got the #1 movie on Netflix in the world. Right? So why would we stop right now? Why would we stop? If anything, it's about to get a whole lot worse. It's about to get a whole lot worse. We got W Mir with the $5 super chat saying Zach dropping these picks like they are Galaxy Photon Dragon cards against Gun's deck that plays like Weevil's insects. Bro, Gunn ain't got nothing, bro. He has an inferior deck compared to the Snyderverse, dog, and it ain't nothing he can do. Right? We got all 5 of the Egyptian god cards, bro. It's a wrap. What are you gonna do? Can't do nothing. Let me go ahead and let me give you this drop, bro. Where we at? All right.
Pam and I truly believe, for better or worse, you can't do our jobs, or even the jobs below our jobs, where you're a gatekeeper for material and curating what gets brought up for greenlight consideration. You cannot do the job like you're afraid to get fired. Because if you act like that, innovation dies. You're just doing the job to protect yourself, and you end up making the same movie over and over again, and the consumer moves on.
Right. We got Wildcard saying, at this point, I'm shocked David Ayer hasn't tried to get in on all this momentum. Hey, it's all cool, man, because, rising tide lifts all boats, bro. So we're just going to focus on what we going to do, and the chips going to fall where they may. Right? But hey, maybe there's hope still, right? Because I don't know, man. Like, I just oh my goodness. He said it's okay. Clayface will say that. Nah, it's gonna be DCU. I mean, Supergirl that's gonna save the DCU, bro. Crazy, right? But yeah, why is everybody jumping in on all this Zack Snyder's Justice League cast stuff? Right? Why is that happening? Why is Zack talking about Henry is in his natural setting, right? Right. Why is Zack talking about Henry's in his natural setting? Crazy. Why is this stuff going on? Now, before we get to what Zack dropped earlier, I really want to ask you guys, right? Is there any other reason that you guys could think of as to why this would all be happening? all around the same time. You know, barring Paramount not allowing Netflix to bid, you know, because they're gonna, I don't know, if they're gonna write them a stern letter and be like, "Yo, you bet not bid on WBD. You bet not, bro." I mean, we over here putting in bids that keep getting turned down, right? But you know, that don't mean nothing. You know, they might say yes to the next one, right? You know, so what? They said no 5 times, 3 public and 2 behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So what? Right? It's not like that matters. These people. Man. Curly Ray said Paramount getting sued. Bro, I just saw something about how they lost another $1 billion with what's it, Sky Showtime. What's going on with these people? What are we doing? He said Paramount Comcast getting sued. Sky, that clown Prime thinks Zack is just building up his Instagram. Yep. That's it. It's nothing else to see here. Just building up my Instagram, right? Yeah. You know, just using the timing of the Netflix rumors, right? These people don't even believe Netflix is trying to bid. They don't even believe it. So why would any these man, I used to think that these people were like different, you know, human beings, but it's just like a hive mind, bro. Is it not? Does it not activate? I mean, does it not function rather like a hive mind activated by Zack Snyder hate? That's what I was going to say, right? Like, it's just as soon as Zack Snyder enters the conversation, everything just goes out the window. Logic, you know, business sense, common sense, reading the tea leaves, everything just goes out the window instantly. It's very weird. I've always said this. Zack was the first guy I've ever seen whose movies had to make a whole bunch of money and make critics happy. I'm like, what? Usually, if you're making money, they don't care. It's supposed to be the money Lebowski, right? But nah, I guess not. When it's Zack, it's like, no, nope. You're not pleasing the critics and the bots online, which we ended up finding out were bots later. We knew it was bots back then. Yo, just think about this, right? We're about to have taken, I mean, and I'm glad that this happened. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad because this is going to have led to us because Warner, they was in a place where they couldn't even, like, they were never going to let Zack finish what he was going to finish. You know, and just be able to let him cook. It was never going to happen. Clearly, that whole situation was just totally toxic. You got people leaking scripts over the rival stuff. I mean, it's just all types of shit happening, right? So, with that being said, you have this long road that we go down where they're clearly trying to kind of stay within the universe, but also do a soft reboot tonally, right? None of that shit works. That goes on for years. Then you do an actual reboot / retcon, get a whole new Superman, start casting different people to play the same characters and all that stuff. And then that flops, right? So now you're about to go back to what was working before, which we've literally gotten here because of a bot campaign online to fool people that these movies had no fan base. It's wild. He said they're basically NPCs. I see, man. Right? Said the whole situation is a blessing in disguise. I agree. Yep. No, I agree wholeheartedly with this. This is a blessing, but the fact that we had to go down this long road and then U-turn, which is, what we've been saying the whole time, was to just let him finish, and they kept fighting it, and now they're actually about to, and now it's been proven, like, hey, you can't just reboot this thing. It's better to just conclude what the hell is going on while all of the actors are still interested, while the director is still interested. Zack's doing these passion projects now, right? Which are literally things he's been waiting years and years to do, right? So it's like, yeah, let me get these out the way. You know what I'm saying? And these are probably going to lead to a better product anyway while they cooking up, bro. Y'all think them Chris Terrio scripts come quickly, right? Right? Come on, man. This is wild, yo. Says Sky. First of all, what's up, TJ? He says, Sky, do you think Zaslav was forced to renew Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca because Zack Snyder Netflix has notified that they wanted to finish this? Look, I think that, here's how things go, right? I'll use the Black Adam situation as an example, right? When Black Adam was coming out and it was tracking lower than Warner's would have wanted it to, I believe that is what led to them going down the road of the reboot. 100%. Right? So, with that being said, because that almost justified it. I kept trying to tell people, I was like, hey, what do you guys think is going to happen if Zack Snyder's Superman is in a movie and it doesn't do well? I kept telling people that. I was like, and I was asking them, nobody could answer the question. All there was just what we used to say back in the day, just stuck on stupid. You know what I'm saying? They was just stuck on like, yo, nah, but the justice, then the curl is wrong and the score, and I'm like, bruh, that's not how these executives look at these situations. It's just not. They're gonna look at it as, we put Henry Cavill in a movie and you guys didn't show up for it. That's how they were gonna look at it, and that's what happened. Right? So, with that being said, I think now we're in a situation where this company was getting sold and they looked and said, hey, you have two groups that was kind of at odds before, right? And David Zaslav and them chose James Gunn and to do this reboot rather than do what Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi wanted to do. And then now you're in a situation where you see that they've had successes with films like Sinners and Minecraft and all this other stuff, and it's like, okay, well, now obviously in the end Superman flopped, so it was kind of the perfect, hey, like you once again have data and information and things that you can compare and contrast, and it just shows, hey, Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi were right about needing to finish the Snyderverse, And James Gunn and them was wrong. So now, hey, on the backs of their other successes, they're going to be the ones that are going to be moving forward. I think that's what happened. 100%. And I think that the incoming company has already let them know about who they want in certain positions, right? 100%. Because this is a situation where they won't have to do these massive layoffs. You see how Paramount was just laying people off? And they were just laying off like thousands of people, right? That is what happens after a merger. I was trying to tell you guys, and it was people trying to say, oh, well, they're probably getting ready to try to buy. No, that's because their merger went through in August. And now that's the ramifications of what happens when companies merge. Because that was much more of a true merger. It was two studios, right? This is not that. This is a streamer acquiring a legacy studio. There doesn't have to be that much redundancy. We have to learn these terms, people. They be saying that we don't know business. Right? What up, Pag Rick? Mama Bear said, yeah, they're already claiming that DC isn't part of the sale. These people are ridiculous. He said we rebooted to something less successful, but nothing to see here, folks. It's just move it along, right? So I guess WB doesn't own DC. Yeah, no, they will find anything. They will find anything. Right? Says Sky, you get an actual factuals. Yep. Right? Right. But let's move on, because this ain't even all that Zack was posting. Right? This ain't even all that Zack was posting. Right? Then he came through. Hold on. Let me actually. Right? Then this man came through and shut it down with Jared Leto's Joker. Now, listen. I love the how can I look at this? I love the reveal of like Heath Ledger's Joker, and that was a picture that really got me on board with the whole situation, because I was like, the guy from Knight's Tale. This is the hardest picture of the Joker I've ever seen in my life. I'm just being honest. This is the hardest picture of the Joker I've ever seen in my life. Yo, y'all is hard pressed to find a picture as hard as this of the Joker, yo. This is crazy. He said, take notes, Ayer. Hey, man, look. Why David Ayer getting why is he catching? Oh my God, bro. It's crazy. Y'all just shooting strays at David Ayer like it's nothing. But this is wild. Integrity said they'll find a way to believe anything else but Netflix, partly because they can't grasp that they fell for a false narrative that the Snyderverse films flopped. Yeah, man. It's like he said that's the hardest Joker pick, and it's from this is the hardest pick of the Joker I've ever seen, bro. I'm so serious. Yo, imagine you walk into a room and this is what you say. Right? Like, I can just imagine coming from like In-N-Out or like somewhere, right? and I just got my like little box of food, and I'm sitting there trying to eat my animal style fries, and I'm just walking into a room, and bruh, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. He said Air having buyer's remorse, bro. More strays, bro. Right? He said Air deserting strays. Netflix is about to buy WB before his cut even releases. Crazy, bro. Bro, we was trying to tell everybody. I don't know why they didn't listen, bro. People just, I don't know. But I'll always say this: when you try to make everybody happy, you make nobody happy. That's what happens. When you try to make everybody happy, you make nobody happy. It's a tale as old as time. He said the long hair adds untamed wildness. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. This is the hardest pick of the Joker, dog, ever. We can argue that. I'm going to argue that. Y'all hit 50 likes. Let me go ahead and give y'all this drop, please. Or thank you, rather.
You still owe the Great One 50,000 more worlds. He will hear your plea when you pay your debt.
All right. He's an untapped gold mine. Anyone with a brain in the industry is going to want to pursue the Snyderverse, especially with WBD making billion-dollar blunders year after year, from Justice League to Superflop. Right? We got the narrative maker saying, imagine posting questionable things against the Joker on social media. Then as you leave the liquor store, a black van pulls up, clowns bag you, and then unmask you in a cell, and it's the first thing you see, right? Nah, man. It's just like, bro, nah, man. He said Zack Snyder was really dope for bringing back Jared Leto. Yeah, bro, he's the Joker, man. He's the Joker. But, right, I want to say that, right? Like, why is all this stuff going on, right? Is Zach just building out his Instagram people? Is that what we think is going on? Is he just building out his Instagram? is that what we're saying? Right? Rather than just say, hey, Sky, you were right. Because speaking of bandwagons, man, like, bruh, the fact that everybody is just trying, never mind. I'll have a conversation about that later, at a later date. It's wild, man. Everybody is just like, yeah, I was here, man. That was, this been dope. They tried to tell us to move on. I'm like, bro, what do you mean? You try to? Oh man. Yep. He said Zack Snyder's deck of photos have over 3,000 attacked to break the internet, right? He said if Snyder and Gunn really are friends like they try to tell us, Zack is the worst friend ever for posting these pics in the midst of guns. Right? Bro, come on, man. Come on, dog. You know what? I think you're really starting to see what, bro. I've been trying to tell y'all. Look, y'all gonna learn about not listening to what I be saying, right? I swear, the person who it trips out the most is my dad. Is because my dad keep hitting me. He be like, man, everybody on the internet sound like you right now. I'm like, I know. It's crazy. I'm like, I know, dog. I know. It's wild, right? How they all try to say we was not knowing what we was talking about, called it stupid, and now they all saying the same shit. Crazy, bro. He said, you gonna learn. Oh, they are gonna learn, bro.
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So we didn't learn. Comprehension. We didn't learn.
He said, so basically, to summarize, everything that happened in November 2019 before release the Snyder Cut is happening now, and all of the people that were wrong back then are vomiting up the same dumb nonsense now. Got it. What's worse is it's even more of them, right? Because it's people that was supposed to be fans, even more so. You know what I mean? It's even worse now. He said Paramount about to stop Netflix from buying WBD Netflix.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
And then we got Bad Damn Stars Air. I'm getting my cut. Gunny Boo.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
I would just release the air cut.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want the air cut to be released, so there's that. All
right. Mama Bear said, and we're back, right? We? What you mean we, bro? What you mean we're back? What you mean we? Bro, I literally was playing clip after clip not even that long ago about this man talking shit. And it's like, oh my God, bro. And now it's, and we're back? We? Oh my God, bro. This is crazy. What's going on, y'all? He said they sold their souls for a bag of gold. Wow, man. I'm like, bro, he said we. Like, bro, I was literally just playing videos not even that long ago about this man talking shit. And then he's sitting there going to say, and we're back. Yo. Oh my God. They just can't say it, man. Because it was the dudes you feared the entire time who was right. He said, yeah, artists never want their art released. Thank you, Campion, for that amazing input. I almost thought a director may be interested in his own director's cut. Thank God Campion corrected me. Oh, my God. He said Air thought Gunn was his friend and got nothing for it. Hey, bro, it's look, I just got this to say.
I would just release the air cut.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want the air cut to be released, so there's that. All right.
Oh my God, it was them Cell Boys, man. It was the Netflix, man. Yo, y'all just didn't want to and still don't want to admit it. Yo, I want to see how far this is gonna go, though, right? Because like some of it I can almost respect, because if I was in their position, look, I'm gonna just be honest. Like I was telling the homie this the other day, I was like, bro, if I was in some of these dudes' positions, I'd just ride it out like Shield, man. I'd be like, bro, yeah, hey man, Paramount ain't about to they ain't about to let Netflix buy WB. I'd totally just go way off the cliff with it. Right? Because why not? Why not? Why not just be like, bro, Paramount about to buy Netflix, dog? Right? Why not? Hey, bro, they gonna destroy cinema forever. He's like, why not? Why not just go all the way with it? So some of them, hey, it's cool, man. I'm like, yo, because I know there's being wrong, but these people been wrong. He said, pull Joe Montana off the bench and back in the game. Hey, Joe doesn't like football. He said, bro, what are you doing, man? What are we doing, man? These fools said they ain't about to let them buy Warners, bro. Crazy. That's crazy work. What y'all think, though, man? Like, is Zack just building out his Instagram like these people trying to say? Is that what he's doing? He's just like, oh, yeah, you know. I want to build up my following on Instagram. So, you know. Crazy, man. You know what, though? We are about to start members minutes pretty soon, though. You know what I mean? Let me read some comments for a little bit. Taylor West said, we haven't had cinema in forever, right? Especially in DC, bro. Especially in DC. Bro, we got Lux giving these fools bars, bro. I ain't even about to try to rap that. We got Apex Lux dropping bars on these fools, man. Let them know, dog. Oh my God, bro. Wildcard said, I can't wait until the argument switch from Netflix won't buy WBD to Netflix won't restore the Snyderverse. Bruh, I'm not having that conversation. No, I'm not having that conversation. He said Campia about to be universally embarrassed for a second time in his life. Both times was because of Zack. He'll hate him forever. I bet, bro. He already hate that man forever, bro. We got Taylor West saying, I think Zack is posting the roster for JL2 for real. I said it in a stream, bro, and then I doubled down. Said 72 months this month. Zack is back. November is our month. Right? Said Zack Snyder is building up his Instagram profile. Yeah, man, that's what he's doing. He said, remember, there was no Catwoman photo. Right? Oh, yeah, we had he also put that, hold up. Let me show that one too, right? Because let me show that one too. Because this did almost seem like a Catwoman photo. Just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck. All right. Just keeping it a buck. Who does that look like to y'all? He said, if Zack is posting the ZSJL2 Nightmare League, that means we still have Ray Fisher, Ezra Miller, and Amber Heard to go. Maybe once those are all done, we'll get an announcement. Right? Hey, right? We got Mr. Nobody in the building. What's going on, Brody? How you feeling? Right? Said funny how they're all Batman, Superman related pictures Snyder posted, wondering if he's teasing 2 movies before his ESJ. Hey, maybe, bro. Maybe. Yeah. I think that this picture is obviously from Sucker Punch, but you know, this just, I don't know. We in that mode right now. Right? We in that mode right now. What up, Michael? He said, it's okay to be wrong. It's just the fact that all these clowns are lying day after day, year after year. Yeah. You know, they can't admit that they're wrong. Yep. He said, bro, it's damn near official. The war is all but won, right? He said, I said Catwoman was cut from BVS. Yep. Yeah, bro. Wasn't the original, they say like 4 or 5 hours long? How much was the work cut? Right? Said, damn, I never saw that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Said, imagine if we get her in the sequel, part of the new storyboards we never seen. Oh, there's definitely new storyboards. There's definitely new storyboards, right? So we had a cast, guys. Yep. Yeah, he said these trains be getting me. Hey, that's why we here, bro. We here to give you guys good information and keep y'all entertained, bro. And it ain't like I'm making this shit up. See, that's the thing. They want to act like we're just making this shit up, man. That's what really gets me. Is they be sitting there trying to say we're lying, we're grifting, all these things, and then they be wrong as hell. Right? They be wrong as hell and then want to still sit there and talk. Never mind. But he said, I reposted saying our Catwoman. Says late, says the White Rabbit. Right? What's going on? He said, hey, Sky, do you think that we'll get a Batfleck and Man of Steel sequel right? Look, I've been saying this. I don't think there is a reason to rush into anything. Look, we were cool. And I want to keep reiterating this, right? And even Lux even said something funny. He was like, yo, I made myself cool with it. Yeah, but I was cool with just getting the end or like the wrap-up projects when it was the license situation. Them owning DC is a completely different story. We don't have to rush into anything anymore. There is no rush to get a conclusion now. Right? Trying to tell y'all. He said, Sky, how ironic that Gunners will have to advocate for sell Gunverse to Disney. Bruh, they gonna be sitting there talking about a pocket universe. You know what I mean? And like all that shit and Elseworlds. They would be like, yo, can we get y'all still got some of them Elseworlds? And I will look to them and say, no. No, ain't no Elseworlds, bro. No. Look, just let Zack get a couple wins under his belt. Look, Just let Zack get a couple wins under his belt, bro. And then we'll see. You know? Right? We'll see. He said, wait till Zack drops Lex Luthor. Yeah, bro. Eisenberg, bro. The best Lex. Oh, my. He said, I thought The Flash would be a huge success. Let's try some here. I was wrong. He said, wow, I survived. Crazy, man. All right. Said, you're getting a new story. Yeah, yo. Crazy. He said, this guy is accused of being a liar and a grifter for simply reading articles. I'd be like, bro, I didn't write this. Right? He said, this shit talking reeks of desperation. Yeah, man. He said, me too. That pisses me off. They can't see past their nose, so you become the big bad devil YouTuber. It's like, bro, I'm the one, right? I'm the one that's falsifying all these documents. Right? He said, exactly. I forced myself to be okay with whatever. He said, now yeah, yo. It's like, nah, man. Nah, man. It's crazy. He said, for real, guys, if we get Confo that Zack will continue his work. Bro, look, man, it's crazy. He said, sell Gunverse. Why, that's the wackiest hashtag I've ever seen. Thank you, bro. The wackiest, dog. Try to get that shit going. Right? And had him talking about, yo, but it was a financial success and they pulled it out of China. They're going to be sitting there like, oh, see, but I know Warner's forced their way into China and they forced them to keep it in theaters longer. But if they had, left it over there even longer, even though it dropped 92% after weekend number 1, right? If we would have let it stay over there longer, maybe people would have went to go see it again because of word of mouth, right? That's how word of mouth works. So even though, the budget was like $500 million and the marketing was another $500 million, the fact that it only made $320 million, it's okay, guys. Like that doesn't matter. It doesn't necessarily need to make money to be successful, right? He said just a couple wins. Yeah, bro. Let Zack just get a couple wins, bro. You know what I mean? Like, look, man, bruh. Yeah, just look. I think it'll be best if they just let Zack get a couple wins under his belt. You know what I mean? And then we can come back and talk about the Gunverse. You know what I'm saying? Then we can come back and talk about, what to do with, Supergirl. You know what I'm saying? And like all that, right? And with the lanterns and you know what I mean? Yeah, all that stuff, right? Just let it, just a couple wins. All right. Shit, Zack about to save the haircut. He is, bro. I'm telling you. Said Gunn ran off Charles Roven too. Don't forget what Mikey said. There's a ton of people that will be overjoyed for Gunn being out. Yep. All right. All right. Oh my goodness. Yep, sent they flying monkeys. Said 42 million in the hole, bro. It's way more than 42 million, bro. That's just what they is saying, right? And he said, if we're past if, yeah, y'all need to realize that, yo. He said super flop made over $2 billion in Monopoly money. That to be successful. I don't really think this movie needs to be profitable to be successful, right? Yeah. You know, it didn't matter how much it made at all. Remember?
Because this movie has to be the definitive Superman movie. And I would dare say it has to be the best Superman movie that's ever been made. Because the DC universe, this new DCEU, if it's anything less, it's a failure.
When you say that, are you saying like the quality of the film, or are we talking box office numbers like Man of Steel?
I'm both.
Yeah.
This movie has to be the best Superman movie of all time. Because this movie has to be the definitive Superman movie. And I would dare say it has to be the best Superman movie that's ever been made. Because the DC universe, this new DCEU, if it's anything less, it's a failure.
When you say that, are you saying like the quality of the film, or are we talking box office numbers like Man of Steel?
I'm both.
What's really interesting is there's this weird, like, I don't think that James Gunn's Superman is in competition with anything else. They're starting from scratch and building something new. The economics are not to be compared to something that happened over 10 years ago. They've spent the money on 2 movies.
Now it could end in the 600 million range. That would be a disaster. That would be somebody else should take over DC. Because, man, that would be really bad. I mean, I guess they could wait to greenlight further projects because we'll have our answer to this by the end of the summer. Maybe that's the answer. See where it ends. But if it ends with a 6 in front of it, that's really bad.
Oh my goodness, bro. He said, both. Both, bro. He said they wish they was 42 million at all. Let them know, bro. Nah, they wish it was 42 million. So yeah, oh my God, who is the betrayer on Top Sky? I might get a text message. Sorry, bro. Can I be your friend? Hey, but nah, man. They ain't about to do that, bro. First of all, my number changed, so you can't text me no more, bro. Nah, that was one of the main reasons I fucking changed my number, dog. It was a couple weird dudes that had my number, bro. You know what I mean? He had my number. Another dude who, like, literally talked to him right before I went live from the Rebel Moon release party, bigged him up. You know what I mean? Dude went on stream and was talking shit while I was at the release party. Crazy how these things happen, bro. And then you turn around and you be like, yo, what the hell is going on? It's an R&B real opinion before and the bullshit afterwards. He said Netflix probably knows how much WB has lost so far as Superman L and Peacemaker goes. Not only that, Michael. It's not only a probably. They do. They got a look at their financials. So they do. They know everything. They know everything. Did someone post your number in a bathroom saying for a good time on Netflix calls, right? Probably. Crazy. It said Netflix is just trying to make sure WBD it doesn't try to bleed them dry and take them for all their worth with this still. Bro, they couldn't take them for all their worth if they tried, bro. He said, seeing homie on Twitter getting attacked by gun fans for speaking on Zack. All that flip-flopping. Hey, bro, and they're big flopping like a big mouth bass, bro. He said one dude said he gave a weirdo his mom's address instead of his own address to protect himself. People crazy, bro. This internet, man. I don't know, bro. I got on YouTube. I thought I was just trying to get some movies, bro. I was like, yo, y'all know, from video number one. Right? From video number one, bro. Hold on, man. Right? Let me pull this up just in case y'all don't believe me. All right. It's when I first got on YouTube, bruh. All right. First got on YouTube. Hold up. Look at this. Video number one, dog. This is my first video on YouTube 3 years ago. January 8th, 2022. Man, look at how much work we didn't put in, dog. Yo, this is crazy. This is video number one, dog. I got on YouTube. I had a plan. I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but this Zack Snyder shit, I'm about to help get the Snyderverse, bro. Whatever I can do. I used to be walking around on my lunch breaks, bro, with my headphones on, talking to y'all about the Snyderverse, dog. He said, why is Netflix the only competitor getting a look at the books? And people want to act like it was Comcast too. Man, they ain't Comcast too, bro. And he said, I remember the original Sky format. For sure. Very first video. This is why I got on YouTube. Right? He said, yeah, you really tapped into the Matrix. Hey, this is crazy. Right? Yeah, this is why I got on this platform, bro. I got on the platform like, yo, I'm about to help get the Snyderverse, whatever I can do. You know what I mean? So that's what makes me different from these dudes, man. I don't know why other people do this. Right? I can't speak on what their profession is. Right? He said, we needed someone with common sense that wouldn't be a soulless sellout to spread the word and keep throwing wood on the fire. You stepped up. We all appreciate it. Great job, my hat. Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm just saying, right? He said that's why I started posting on Twitter in 2017, bro. That's why I had my old account, right? That I was tweeting from. Then got locked out of my account, and then just took a break from the Twitter thing and was just watching all the YouTube platforms and was giving them financial support and all that, right? Giving them super chats, staying plugged in like that, right? Yeah. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. Ahoo. Yeah, OG talk. Yeah. Interviewing all of the who's, just trying to get the story. Right? Literally was just by myself, like I'm about to try to interview these people. Right? Just had the best intentions from the oh my goodness. He said, I'm literally on X because you asked me to jump on. That's a fact. That's a fact. He said, me and the chick that first put me on to the Snyder Cut exist and still follow each other too. Yeah, man. This thing is like etched in something, man, that the people that aren't on the inside of it, they can't even understand. It's like it boggles their mind. How do these people do it? Right? How are they so effective? How do they keep going forward? Right? It don't matter what happened. It don't matter what arrows that we shoot at them. The shit still keep flopping. You know what I'm saying? They still flopping. All the attempts don't work. Right? And then we got the homie, the good Austin, saying, do it to him, dog. Hey, y'all heard me. He said, do it to him. I ain't got a choice. We got to do it to him. Bro, y'all thought we wasn't gonna do nothing for November 17th, bro? Y'all thought we wasn't gonna do nothing for November 17th? Y'all ain't got no love for Death Row? Y'all ain't got no love for Cell? Huh? Y'all thought this shit was over? Y'all thought it was sweet, didn't you? Y'all thought it was sweet, huh? It was like, hey, yeah, I mean, they probably just gonna let it go. They probably just gonna let it go. They probably ain't gonna do nothing, right? With all this momentum going on right now, right? Y'all really thought, huh? Two weeks. 2 weeks. Crazy, bro. They think it's a game, bro. He said they think we toes off at the helm. No, bro. Yo, y'all, look. Oh my God. Y'all thought that with was y'all gonna learn, man. Y'all gonna learn. November 17th. Y'all thought this was. They don't even know why I was staying on stream. They thought I was just like letting the stream drag out just because of, I was just reading the chat because I'm just chilling, right? Yeah, we ain't got nothing coming. Boom! And not only that, right? You know what's going to be funny too? Because we about to have some fun leading up to this, right? Because we're going to be engaging with Netflix tomorrow night. Guess what I'm doing? We doing a Tenet watch along tomorrow night, bro. Here in the name Sell ZSJL, the Netflix special. You know what I mean? We watching Tenet tomorrow night, right? On Netflix, on the platform. Engagement. That's the language we speak. We speak effective around here, homie. Crazy, bro. Said, oh, November to remember. I like what you did there. All right. Tenet, a word that opens doors. Yep. For sure. Nah, man, bro, they don't even know. They don't even know what's about to happen in November, bro. Bruh, I got the AFSP walk coming up on November 8th, bruh. We got the trending event on November 17th. It just might be something else before that. Y'all have no idea. Said the bell's been rung, bro. It can't be unrung. It can't. It can't, bro. This is crazy, dog. He said, I can't wait to see if Zach drops something big on the 17th. Hey, we gonna see. He said, I honestly don't think they'll learn a damn thing. Yeah, I don't think they gonna learn nothing either, bro. That's why I don't even care. Right? We gonna I've been saying that we gonna drag them across the finish line, bro. It's just crazy. Once more, I ride with my knights to defend what was and the dream of what could be. Bro, they don't know nothing about Excalibur, dog. He said, hey, Sky, I got a show for cartoons and cereal too. Hey, that's what's up. Just let me know, bro. You know what I mean? This is crazy, man. Yeah. No, all good, man. This is crazy, man. Y'all start putting y'all last questions and comments down at the bottom. You dig? Y'all start putting y'all questions down at the bottom. You dig? Yeah, man. We out here November 17th, dog. We outside. We outside, bro. We gonna be doing. Look, y'all already know. Y'all already know what the 17th is gonna entail. Okay, look. Before I tell you guys, right? Before I tell you guys what we're gonna be doing, he said, everybody thank Austin for what's to come. For sure, bro. Cause he be working hard, bro. Cooking for y'all, man. Cooking up perfection, dog. We here, bro. We here, man. We here. You know what I'm saying? The cool table, bro. We got love for one another, dog. That's real talk, man. Y'all don't understand, bro. Y'all don't understand, bro. This is not something that can be easily, man. They be talking about I deserve credit, bro. Y'all don't even understand just putting the cool table together, bro. Y'all don't even y'all can't even ponder that, bro. Before we even get to anything else. But anyway. Right? He said, hey, I have a question. I'm confused. With everything looking good, do you think right now? He said, do you think right now is the time to start some amazing new hashtags? I was thinking sell Zack's universe and Netflix because what the fuck is the Snyderverse? I feel it, bro. Or maybe rent. I don't know, man. Bro, I don't know, man. Y'all don't understand, bro. He said that's real. The cool table is divinely, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Y'all, they don't even get it, bro. They don't even get it. They don't get it. They don't. They don't understand. They never will, and it's not for them to understand. But that's why this was able to possibly be coming to fruition right now. But we gonna see. And that's on the late great Mikey Sutton. Rest in peace to the big homie. He said, bro, y'all got everything y'all need, bro. Yo, we gonna do members minutes, man. I'm gonna be back, bro. You know what? And it's probably gonna be the last time that members minutes is free for y'all. Because StreamYard has given me, or no, YouTube period has given me a wonderful new thing where I can actually make the stream for members in the middle of the stream. So from now on, members minutes will literally be for members of the platform. You dig? That is how we're going to be giving back to the members of the community, right? Is that members minutes will actually become members minutes. You dig? He said they really tried to play in our faces, bro. They did, man. You see, we should put now. I said sell Skywalker to Netflix. Nah, man, I'm way too expensive. And to just sell me over there like that, man. Right? It's like that shit is like trying to pull the sword from the stone. You know what I'm saying? You can't just like just wield that. You know what I mean? Wildcard said, is it true that Scott Stuber is supposed to be returning to Netflix? I'll just say this, Wildcard. There's been several streams where I've stated, wouldn't it be interesting if Scott Stuber were to come back and work with this whole type of thing, seeing as how he was the one that, kind of said, hey, the more Zack, the better. And then he leaves kind of not that long after that. He starts his own production company. So it almost seemed to me as if he was going to be getting in on the ground floor of this thing and really be able to make some money with it. That's what I thought. Right. So now it's interesting that you're hearing that that he could possibly be coming back to Netflix. Right. Look, all of the answers have been on this channel. For like all of the answers, I promise you, the answer for any of you guys' questions, it is found on this platform. It's crazy. It's really wild. Right? It's really wild. He said, don't let Bat Dan ban you, right? Hey, Bat Dan getting wild with the bans. He over here accidentally banning people. Qatar caught a stray, but he back. You know what I mean? Hey, and if y'all ever need me to unban somebody, just let me know. I'll see if I can get it done on my end, right? But yeah, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. November to remember. remember. Let them know, bro. Guy Fawkes up in here, man. V for Vendetta. They don't know about that, man. He said, hashtag sell your soul for clout to Netflix instead of using the tags Sky and Apex made. Bruh, nah, I love the Thanos line, man. Or just mixing it. All that for a drop of clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like, that's it, bruh. That's it. He said, the fear of Netflix is the beginning of wisdom. You know what? Actually, no, I'm not going to do members minutes tonight. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. I've changed my mind, and we will be starting members minutes tomorrow for show, and it's going to be members. That's what we're going to do, because I want to have a substantial kind of list to go through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He said, if a hashtag falls on X and no one is there to see it, does it make a tweet? Oh my God. Not only does it not make a tweet, it don't make a peep either, bro. Bruh, look, I know one thing. I know when that Grok thing came out, I know that had to hurt. That had to hurt. I ain't even gonna front. Like, said they couldn't live with their own failures, bro. And what did that lead them? Right? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. No, it is crazy. Look, y'all put y'all last questions and comments down at the bottom, man. I'm about to start closing on up because I got stuff to do. You dig? This has been a wonderful stream, right? I'm loving the energy. I'm loving how the information is being received, right? He said, R.I.P. McDowell, bro. Y'all tripping, bro. He said Grok said it was them cell boys. Yeah. He said Grok said it was them cell boys, yo. He said, bro, that shit. I know that Grok situation had to hurt, bro. It was like, yo, ooh. It was Skywalker. Oh my god. It was Apex. Bro, it's like they was either saying one of the two with their last breaths, bro. It was crazy, dog. It was just, oh my god. It's wild, bro. I don't know. That had to hurt. That had to be like, Mama Bear said, Grog said, put some respect on their names. He said, will Air finally get his air cut? Look, I just know that under current management, right, this is what everybody has to look forward to, right?
I would just release the air cut.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want the air cut to be released, so there's that. All right.
He said Grok artificially slapped him in the butt. It was like it was like one of them cartoon slaps, bro. Look, man, I'm about to eat the air cut is in that. Yeah, hey, we just gonna look, man. We just gonna. He said Grok's a Snyder, bro. Bruh, Grok is in the syndicate, bro. Bro, Grok is in the syndicate network now. Skynet, bro. Oh my god. Bro, y'all don't find this hilarious? This ain't funny to y'all, man. This shit is so funny to me, bro. I can't lie, man. You couldn't live with your own failure. And where did that bring you? Right back to bro, I didn't type this, bro. S.Warrior, bro. Oh my god. Come on. And here come Leon again, bro. Look, let's stop, bro. Y'all know y'all can't talk about the air cut for too long, bro. He gonna be on y'all hair, bro. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. He literally Grok is part of the syndicate network, man. This is wild. Skynet is in full effect, bro. But it's Skynet this time. Anyway, man, look, I'm gonna get at y'all next time, y'all. This has been a dope stream, bro. I'm gonna be back tomorrow for sure with the Tenet watch along. Should be a very, very fun time. Can't wait to rock out with y'all. And yep, we're gonna see y'all soon. Y'all have a good one. Peace.